What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Hope y'all had a good weekend. I hope the weather is good where you're at. It was actually finally warm enough. Got my first range sesh in for the year. Felt good to get out there. Honestly, just be outside in nice weather, but felt good to get out and get some swings in. I need lessons, man. If nothing else, but to learn how to hit the ball further. Because in my own head, at least, I am more athletic than the distance that I hit the ball. So I'm sure some of that is, I'm sure a lot of that is, it's proper technique and all of that. But hopefully this year we can just get better overall. Maybe hit it a little bit further. Naturally, before I go, I want to buy new clubs. I'm still rocking my old Tommy Armors. They're way old. Yeah, we've got more PGA 2K25. I know that there's been some issues with the servers today, so hopefully that's resolved and we don't run into any issues, because that's just obviously not fun. We got some Legend Career Mode. Got some ranked tours. I don't know if we'll work on the daily and the weekly. Maybe we'll enter both, because now they're paying out. We'll have to see where we finished up from last week's weekly tournament. We were sitting like third place last I had heard. They want Sunday Red, they want Greenskeeper, and they want Gers. But not just Gers. Land within 10 feet of the pin, which I can do that. It's just kind of funny the way that they word that. And that'll be our last daily quest. To get 10 for the week and get another 150 VC. I don't know if we're going to knock out. I don't know. Are 8 Divot Derby top 10s, or top 5s rather, worth the 150? I kind of doubt it. But Sunday Red Clothing and Greenskeeper. We should work on our Greenskeeper, technically. Because I need those green grids, so maybe we'll work something in with that. Right, let's get into it. Richard, what's going on? Nano Cruz Lopez, how we doing? Hope everybody's doing well today. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Yeah, we're going to keep going with our main career mode. If anything, just for the reps, because I guess technically we should at least get through a season of this and try and get the major wins so that we have them on multiple characters for the trophy. But I think outside of that, we don't really need too much. Hey, good evening, Gary. How we doing today? Great weekend, not a bad Monday either. Love to hear it. Yeah, the weather is finally turning a corner here. The only thing that disappointed me about this weekend was daylight savings, so losing an hour of sleep, is never fun for anybody. Alright, I need to turn this camera off, which is maybe just a good little segue. Approach and putting cam was on because I had some time over the weekend. Now, on the one hand, unfortunate that my buddy was unable to make it for game night, but on the bright side, that meant that I had some time freed up, and by having some time freed up, I was able to get a little bit done in terms of getting some shorts edited and just kind of running through my VODs, doing a little bit of VOD scrubbing. Ooh, a little bit overpowered. Underswing there. So I was able to get some VOD scrubbing done and get the shorts made, which freed up some time last night. So we went ahead and finally got to recording a couple of episodes of a career mode playthrough that's going to be going on YouTube, and that is going to be Legend True Sim. So it is pretty much a max difficulty career mode, aside from, I think, one stat. I think the only thing is the A marker is on, instead of having the A marker turned off entirely. And that's just a personal preference thing, makes it a little bit easier, but we could have probably turned it off if we wanted to. Actually, that being said, turning the A marker off would be quite painful for a few things. Mostly like greenside shots, whether it be out of the bunker or chips. But so that is coming. I believe I have it set for the first episode to come out tomorrow, and then we'll kind of play it from there. Have 2 recorded. I don't exactly want to unload them all out the gate, just so that we have a little bit of backlog, but I do have off of work this Friday, so I'm going to try and get some more recordings done there, and maybe plan some stuff out. I don't know if there are any tutorials that I'm like ready to make, because on the one hand, some people have tutorials made already that probably cover things better than I would want to do it. I want to make tutorials with stuff that I am confident in and tested myself, and not just regurgitating information that others have made. So if there are ideas for videos, I'm more than happy to take them. You tried societies and they just lag out, whacker guy. That's unfortunate. We haven't been playing societies. I think we've done 1 society round since the game's come out. We played the first round of the Platinum test event last week. But outside of that, we've been pretty much playing career mode. Maybe some ranked and ranked tours. I am a little bit scared though to play. I'm a little bit scared to play ranked and ranked tours, just because things have been kind of finicky. I don't know how ranked tours has been. I'm scared of playing ranked and getting a loss because it just disconnects you. You don't think so, Bowser? You don't think so? I don't know, man. This was my first time out today in the sun in a couple of months. You've played matchmaking, haven't had disconnect problem? Okay. You and your buddies play Society? That's gotta be pretty fun. That's gotta be pretty fun. I have 0 IRL friends that play this game. Ah, yes. For the 100th time, we're gonna play... Oh man, it's probably because we're by the water too. It's really a shame that this last update, they were trying to fix screen tearing, and it's just gone ahead and made things really bad. Gone ahead and made things really bad in terms of the oh, how do you call it? The stuttering. Made things really, really bad in terms of the stuttering. So hopefully they have some sort of patch that they release soon. That would be quite nice. Yeah, obviously I'm sure they don't want to outright be like reverting. Oh, I pulled it. Because they are still trying to fix an issue. I don't think I had any screen tearing, but then again, like, I'm playing on 1080p. I'm not playing on 4K like I would imagine the issue is taking place for. Yeah, we're gonna play this like high fade. We're gonna play this like high fade. Try and run this 7 in. It's a little bit left. It sat nice. I mean, that is exactly how I wanted it to sit. Okay. Okay. The green doing good work. The green doing good work for us. We are, I don't exactly know how that works. How do we have 3 of 5? How do we have 3 of 5 gers within 5 feet on 2 shots? Real noticeable difference between 4K and 1080? That I don't know. I have a 1080 monitor, so I'd have to take my PS5 downstairs and plug it into my TV to see what it looks like in 4K. So I cannot speak to that. Again, I'm gonna try to play the cut on this. I underswung it. Oh, look at the turn. Yeah, underswung. A little bit deeper. That could have been pretty nice. What's going on, Johnny? How we doing today? Just over-aimed it. Just over-aimed it. Feels like my putting's in a pretty good place with the contact and everything. Contact weight. Oops. A little closed. It's gonna make this shot a little bit tougher because I'm gonna be pretty tight in here. But I'm thinking that if we just go heavy into putt rhythm maybe on the putt fittings. So question for those that are familiar with the super flop. Not that I'm going to take it here, but how much does like a pitching wedge super flop roll out? So I feel like flop would be the shot that you want to take here. Because this is uphill into downhill. Doesn't roll much at all, RJ? That's crazy. I mean, so this would probably not make it. High spinner feels dangerous. High spinner at this length feels like it would be. So what, do we have to take a regular flop shot here? Thing is, I'm not good at the flop. So this is like, I put myself into a bad spot. Yeah, see, that's why I have a really hard time with the grip going the other way. Alright, so that's why I shouldn't have gone. I thought about laying up off the tee. What's going on, Gregor? Sucks to get scammed by the VC and game quality on release. Yeah, the VC is like close to being okay. But the fact that they had it one way in EA, like in early access, and then switched it, like that's the bigger pain point, I think. Because I feel like if it was that way to start, you'd have a very different reaction. Not a great way to go about it. Game quality's been pretty good. They've just had a few issues and then continuing to have some lingering issues. Alright, I lofted that too much. Loft really seemed to, oh, I slammed it. Jeez. Yikes. That was terrible rhythm, holy cow. Doctor, coming in with a 30 stream streak. Holy heck, dude. You've only ever been here 30 times according to this? I don't think that's how that works. I don't think that's how that works. Hey, good evening, Busey. Having so much fun with this game you play every day? Yeah, I've been having a very good time with this. I think that it generally plays pretty well. I think that the graphical improvement has been nice. I don't know. To me, it has been a very solid experience on the whole. You know, again, I don't think the VC has been the greatest. You know, I appreciate that the conversation on it has died down a bit. I think once they get the UI bugs down, yeah, because apparently there's some VC paying out for some stuff that we can't see. They're really trying to have it as a model where people log in and play all the time. You know, is 50 VC on the dailies enough? I don't know. Yeah, I think there should be some sort of reward for winning in ranked. Yeah, they added winnings to ranked tours. I feel like if a win in ranked had a little bit more. The one thing that I haven't really figured out at the end of this all, basically, is like, what does the economy look like down the road? I think that's kind of the missing piece to a lot of this. Yeah, because obviously you want to get your characters leveled up, but I think there's the questions about the beyond when then all of a sudden everybody has excess. That's how it works. That's what the streak says. If you miss a day, your existence is erased, Doctor. No. No. Existence isn't erased. I won't let a streak have us forget you. Fiddle, thank you for the follow. Charge more than other AAA games and have issues? Shouldn't be something they just casually do to committed community. Well, I will say they moved it to new gen only, and I think that you're gonna see as other games move to new gen only that you're gonna get priced at the same point. That personally, I think is just a timing thing. I think it's gonna be, oop, left the face open. I think it's gonna be very common to see $70 for new AAA games. I pulled it. We're gonna miss that just a hair to the left. I know, guy. I know. So close. What's going on, Fiddled? How are you doing? Vandy, welcome back. Have a question? Yeah, go for it. Game will be on sale for $25 in a few months. Yeah, but that's also commonplace with a lot of games. I mean, heck, what game was what game did I just download that was free? The PlayStation monthly game. This thing just came out. Yeah, Now this game must have sucked because Dragon Age Veilguard came out like a couple months ago and is the free game on PS Plus already. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is just, are you willing to wait? You know, and do you expect the community to still be playing the game by the time you get it, I think is the question for a lot of people, but I don't blame anybody for waiting for the game to go on sale and picking up at a discount. That's an even better value, because I think the game is honestly very good. Yeah, but everybody has different expectations. Nice putt. Veilguard failed hard. How do you get the clubs to Sapphire, and how do you get the Evo tools to level clubs up? Your clubs seem to be stuck on Emerald. So, the Evo tools, you can buy some in the shop. There are some quests that give it. I think in the shop you can buy 1 or 2 weekly. I think there's maybe 1 for sale by itself and then 1 in a bundle with level up tokens. But to get to Emerald, you have to level your Emerald clubs up to unlock all of the fitting slots, and then once you have enough XP through the Evo slot, then you can use an Evo tool to take it to Sapphire. But yeah, the Evo tools are going to be as like, I think there's rewards at the end of the season for ranked tours, some in the shop, a lot if you go through the quests. You should be able to find some in there as well. Hey, what's going on, Russell? Oh, that's still moved more right to left. And came up short. Okay, so even those crosswinds are playing a little bit more. Ooh. Ooh. There you go, guy. There you go. You think 2K23 feels better, Fubar? I mean, that's... Again, like, everybody's gonna have their own opinion about it. I think if they can work out the couple of performance things, I don't know, I think this feels pretty good. What's going on, Ryan? What does right stick do with the bumper, and when should you use it? Does it add backspin to the ball? So when you hold left L1 or left bumper to get to your shot shaping, down on the left stick is to add loft to the shot. And if you zoom out here, you'll see as I'm adding loft to the shot on this 7-iron, I lose a little bit of distance. Same with once I start to get to a certain point, lowering the trajectory. As a right-handed golfer, this is going to put more draw on the flight. This is going to put more fade. And then this is your backspin. It's technically your attack angle, but this is going to add more spin to the ball and take spin off. And you can see that by the visualization of the arrow moving on the ball, how it slows down, that's less. Speeds up, you've got more. Well, so far, BC, we are playing on career mode, and I haven't had any loading issues there. But we will definitely see as we go here. Come on, 8-iron. Give me a bounce. Give me a little chase back towards... Oh, see that hit like right on a slope. What's going on, Terrence? Honest opinion about this game, I think overall it has been a very solid experience for me personally. Never mind, game sucks. Don't buy it. No, I'm kidding. I've had a lot of fun with it. I think it depends how much you're okay with grinding and playing. Yeah, the big thing is that the XP kind of outpaces your ability to get currency. Now, that is semi-true. You can kind of keep up to a certain extent by playing the career mode and doing the quests in there, but that's not everybody's cup of tea. That's not how everybody enjoys the game, and I think that's kind of where the main issue is on the game right now, is that you almost, quote-unquote, have to play it a certain way to optimally get VC to level up your characters. Simey Duck, welcome back for 15 streams in a row. Heck yeah, man. KG Moose, welcome back. K Smoltz, how's it going? Rank dailies and events are kind of busted at the moment. Yeah, I've heard that the servers have just been really bad, and you have to like sit and wait it out quite a bit. So when we get to the ranked portion of the stream today, because I want to work on my weeklies and my weekly master and the daily master, might be spending some time on some loading screens, which is never the most fun. Never the most fun. Hello, Quad Perfect. See, I'm having such a hard time with that, because I've had times where I feel like the wind is going to matter a lot more, and then other times on the wedges, it doesn't play. What's going on, Garrett? Welcome back. Christian, how's it going? What does pulling back a few times on the right stick do? So I'm a left stick swinger, but I assume you're referring to this. This is just me kind of... I have a swing feel, right? So I'm just kind of trying to feel out what the 100% or like what my shot distance feels like. It just kind of is part of my swing routine. Just getting a feel, making sure that I feel like I'm on the path that I want to take it, take the club back with. Something that I've done in past games and have just kind of carried on over into this one. So like here I'm taking a partial shot, right? So I'm kind of feeling up to where the full swing is going to be and feeling like I'm getting on the right line, and there I overcorrected it probably because I'm talking about it as I'm doing it, but that's kind of the concept. Nice. Nice. Nothing like taking too many practice swings or practice pullbacks and getting out of sync with it, but that's the general idea. It's a little less important in this game. It's more about the distance control. In the last game, it was more about making sure I felt like I was swinging straight. In this game, with it being diagonal, it's more about the pace. Almost salvaged the bogey. I had to close the game out to get it responding from rank hangs. Yeah, so I don't know what we'll end up doing today, if we're gonna... I don't know, why am I getting so open on the club face there? I don't know if we're gonna end up playing ranked today, or if maybe we'll try it once, and if we run into issues, then we'll wait out the loading screen, and that'll kind of be it for the day. Yeah. I don't think anybody really wants to spend all day long playing career mode, but that may just be the case today. There we go. There we go. Aimed it a little bit too far to the right. How's the rollout though? Rollout's pretty good. Rollout's pretty good. Do better with the challenges and dailies, but the gameplay is unreal. Also, the different modes you can play. Yeah, they need to fix the... They really do need to fix the quests. The quests kind of feel randomly generated. That sucks. Quests kind of feel randomly generated. Like, it's like... Do X... play X rounds with Y type of club, like with type of club from certain brand, and it's like certain combos don't exist, or like are planned for the future and don't exist yet. That was a really poorly hit ball. I use the level up tokens on clubs, so when you go to the upgrade option on the clubs in your bag, Fiddled, if you look up in the top right where your fittings are, as you move across there to ones that are outside of your XP that you've gotten, it should show the level up token, and as you go more, it'll put like a number in the parentheses of how many you need. Oh, I didn't carry it to the green. This is going to be a big kick. Ah. That's still one thing in this. I wish they would have changed that from last game, but unfortunately they have not. And that is, it is so hard. If you get a tailwind, you hit the fairway versus the green, the bounce property, like, is so different. I did not take a full swing. Hey, no problem, Fiddle. Also, I'm hoping I didn't miss anybody's messages. There were a bunch of stuff that came in there. Play people, you've exhausted your time on Monster Hunter Wilds and your coworkers waiting on a sale. You and your Switch X will play with them. You've been having a good time with that, Doctor? There you go. Feels good when you can get the swing going. We were consistent, then we started to miss some stuff. Henley's trying to do to us in this what he did to Morikawa over the weekend. I will not stand for it. I will not stand for it, Russell. Little partial swing. Underswung it. So we're just gonna land a bit too short. I think I was like 3% short on that though. Decent. Nice pot. Nice pot. Been fun, but you're pretty much done with everything you want to do already? Don't feel the need to get every single armor set or weapon, but you've done all the like high rank stuff? Or is that not part of the fun for you? Don't want to take a stinger. Don't want to take a knockdown. And then you can't take... I don't have choke tee shot. That's right. That's right. Don't have choke tee shot. Alright, little bit partial. Underswung it by 1%, but that's okay. It's flat over on this side, so we might end up like pin high. That's about where I was trying to play it. Maybe this wasn't the putt to leave ourselves, to be completely fair. Just overhit it. Just overhit it on the rhythm. Yeah, putt rhythm needs to be better. I haven't actually really played with the 2-iron, Gary. I put a 3 hybrid in because that's what I had in my bag in the last game. Nice, we were just able to beat out Henley. He could do Morikawa dirty, but he can't do it to us. We shouldn't have even been in that situation, but we put the ball in the water on the par 3, took a double. First 62 yesterday afternoon on the game, not real life. Imagine though, 62 IRL. I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I got out onto the range today. First time in months, felt good. I need lessons though. I need to learn how to hit the ball further. It's probably a lot of technique, but also I'm probably just doing something wrong because I'm pretty consistent when I am hitting it. I'm just not hitting it very far. I'd like a little bit more distance. Some of that's probably also just getting new clubs, but, you know, need a professional to tell me that. Bird the first 5 holes? Get in there, Garrett. Feel like they're gonna drop some new drivers and clubs? Yeah, I've been holding on, unless it's limited edition, which is what we have for the putter. I have not been, you know, I've switched clubs, but I haven't really spent Evo tools and level up tokens, just kind of been holding on to things. Got some leggings. All right, finish the weekly quests for daily quests. So just a bunch of stuff. Getting some VC. Good. Nice. Buddy shot 58 and broke the course record on your home course about 4 years ago, and he made the cut at the Wells Fargo too. Nice, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. Done all the high rank stuff. You're hunter rank 72, so you put quite a bit in. I could play American football. I was just picking what one I liked. See, it's funny though, because we've done so well in this career mode. Like, it's not even to the players, and we've already maxed out our popularity. Like, it's a little bit silly. It's a little bit silly in my opinion, because they also have it set up in a way that if you skip over this stuff, then like people are like, yeah, I'm gonna lose followers and my sponsors are gonna be upset if I skip an event. But then like if you play and you just dominate everything, and like I already have them up pretty high. I don't feel like I have them on legend. I have them on legend difficulty. I could make them a little bit more difficult, but I really don't feel like I should have to. Whatever. We'll save the competitive field for the YouTube career mode playthrough. Make it so that Legend True Sim will be the one where the AI is actually competitive. Okay, we're almost at tier 6 for Callaway, and then we can take them off. Maybe with the DLC releases to play some more, but of your friends, you're the one who's least likely to continue. Gotcha. I mean, if you play a game and you get, you know, everything out of it that you want to, then the game's done its job, right? I don't think there's a problem with that. We're gonna skip the training event. Gonna do this ad shoot for Adidas. All right, take it easy, Gary. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Have a good night. Catch you later. Just had a cup of Folgers. I have a BB-8 of water. I don't drink coffee though, so. drink water all the time, personally. That's gonna break that much, huh? Wow. I hit that too firm. Oh, because these are I didn't look at the green speed. These are 188 greens. So they are slick. They are slick in terms of how they get rolling sideways. This is a pretty easy challenge, though. They're gonna give us 15 shots to make 10 putts. Ooh, that's pacey. Take a little more off of it, a little more outside. I feel like this is just one of those ones that it keeps rolling, yeah. Yeah, because like, if we want to actually stop this close to the hole, because we already got it done, like I'm just thinking like, take that much off. Like, look how far this is gonna keep rolling by. You like just have to tap that the tiniest bit. What's going on, Jim and Dana? Welcome back. Either way, we take the max on that. That's gonna give us a nice little boost for our Adidas sponsor. Get 8 out of the 10 rounds for our sponsor event. Yeah, the 300 reputation. Well, actually, I don't know that the reputation matters because we're in good standing with them, but the 300 tier points, I mean, just as something that already takes a little while, I think you just have to take whatever you can get. Like, is it a ton here? No, because we need 3,500, but it's like close to 10%, right? I think that's how that math. No. 350 is 10%. I mean, you get like 7% of a level. I don't know, I feel like we just have to take whatever we can get, really and truly. All right, so we are going to take on Max Homa. And that's, honestly, you just keep putting those on at this point for all the VC that comes with it. We've got the players coming in 2 weeks, which means we've got North Shore Open into the Arnold Palmer Invitational at Bay Hill, and then the players. Would it be the end of the world if we skip this event? That's kind of the real question we've got right now. Drink about a gallon of water a day. There you go, Garrett. Very healthy. Very, very healthy. Stats, right? That's where this would be. Let's take a look at our trophies. We won Bay Hill last year. I guess it's just a generic PGA win for that one, so honestly, I think we can take the reputation hit. I mean, as far as the tournaments are concerned, we're winning most of them. We're 6 of 8. Shoffley freaking shot out of his mind on the one, and I just don't think we played well on the other one. Bay Hill's been your hardest course so far, but you also had bad stats when you played there. I think we might skip this event to get to Bay Hill, purely because there's the quest for the season for Bay Hill. Or I thought it was. Wasn't there a seasonal quest? Is it gone now? Or did I complete it? What's going on, Horace? Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. The same to you. We had some homemade KFC bowls. Make some like real easy. You make some like instant mashed potatoes, instant gravy, heat up some corn, and chop, air fry some chicken nuggets. Chop them up. And there you go. There you go. Homemade KFC bowl. What's going on, Matt? Bay Hill isn't great for playability in this game. I don't remember having an issue with it. But, I mean, you might not be wrong. I feel like in the last game, though, you could do the big Bryson drive on the one green. You can't do that now. You had tacos? Ooh. Been a minute since I've had some tacos, to be honest. Yeah, what happened to the Bay Hill quest? What happened to the Bay Hill quest? Because I'm pretty certain there was a seasonal. Did that have like an expiration because of Bay Hill tournament? And because I didn't play it before the IRL tournament, it disappeared off the season? That wasn't really communicated in any way, shape, or form. And I will say the one thing that's happening, I am getting a little bit screwed over by the game for not completing things super fast. I keep pushing things off and I'll be like, oh, I'll do that later, and then it just like disappears from the game. So now I'm like, am I supposed to try and bum rush some of these things? I truly do not know. PGA players. Well, we're at 12 victories. I mean, these are just collections. I don't think it was a progression thing, right? Because progression is like on the clubs, and then these challenges. We need to make cuts. Do we just, because this is a part 2, I think we have to actually just sit down and do this. Which will technically knock this out at the same time, but I think we need to just buckle in and do this so that we can unlock the next one, because Really Heating Up has 4 parts, and otherwise we're just going to be sitting on part 2. So I think we're gonna go into quick play, and we're gonna knock out the consecutive eagles, and then we'll kind of take it from there. All right. So I do want to say thank you all very, very much for being here. We've got plenty of golf left this evening. Appreciate y'all coming out and hanging out with me. Holy cow! I just saw the numbers on the YouTube stream. Holy cow! Props to you guys on the vertical stream. My word. We've got plenty of golf left. We'll be going for a few hours here tonight. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the stream so far, consider dropping a follow, liking the stream, dropping a sub. Those all go a long, long way to help me out. But yeah, we're gonna roll some ads real quick. Take a quick break. Nobody's gonna miss anything. That's the one thing we do here when we roll ads for Twitch. Nobody misses anything. We take a break together. So see you in 3 minutes. Go stretch. Go to the bathroom. Something. BRB. It's raining. Ads. There, for once, it is actually timed properly. All right, so we're doing the 5 eagles in a row. This is how you know things are bugged and slow when you go to select a course locally and it's just super slow. So let's try and search for it because it's gonna be a while otherwise. We are looking for Riviera. It would also help if I could spell Riviera. Okay, so for those unfamiliar, the quest for 5 consecutive eagles can be done pretty simply in a rinse and repeat fashion. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna go from the front tees. We're gonna play pin set 1, and we're gonna go no win, and the greens are going to be very soft and very slow. And then we're gonna load in here, and then we're gonna turn on perfect swing, and we're gonna rinse and repeat the first hole 5 times. That's gonna be the easiest way to get this done. Also, just as a reminder, as we have more people in here than when I first talked about it, we do have a YouTube specific stream series coming. Not stream series, a YouTube specific career mode series coming. First episode is going to drop tomorrow, so if you're interested in that, be on the lookout. Let's go disable the rhythm, and I'm just going to make this so that none of these things are on. Easy peasy. But we're going to be doing a Legend True Sim playthrough. So I'm pretty excited for that. I hope that it is received well. We were basically playing on max difficulty. Not quite, but almost. We'll be playing on, I think 1 setting is turned off out of all of it. Alright, let's see about this. I feel like I maybe needed to be a little bit more aggressive on my tee shot, so I'm not having a 5-iron in. But yeah, basically, yeah, this might not have actually been to get 5 consecutive eagles. Is this gonna be the easiest? Maybe we can take a longer club off the tee. I feel like I made that approach shot too long. Gotta carry to that second fairway duck. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking here. In my head, I didn't think it was gonna be that laid back. Will the CPU and courses be? So I have it on the regular courses map. I didn't swap any of those out. But I'm playing on everything. I think the aim marker is the only thing that's on. Otherwise, it is fully Legend True Sim. And then I have, for the Corn Ferry Tour, I have it set so that they're on Master difficulty. And then once we get to the Pro Tour, I think I'll bump them to Legend. We will see. No, your name is Evan. You seem to be misguided. Alright, so I have to hit the overpower. Okay, I don't have power drive, so not having power drive may make this a little bit more difficult. Okay, I suppose one thing that I could have done there, that's one. One thing that could be done is you also put putt preview on, but I don't know if at that point that's too much effort. You identify that way? Okay, well, you know. Good for you. I still wish that they would have this in a way where every time that you start around, like, it carried over your last conditions. Say your name? I really don't have to, man. I really don't have to. I have absolutely zero obligation. Ooh, 102, that's not great. Alright, we'll see what happens. Well, that's kind of a fun line. Purpose in this world? As a very, I mean, I appreciate the words. Very, very stark contrast to what was originally said, however. Alright, that's 2 eagles. That was our 1000th hole. That was our 1000th hole as well. Alright. Alright, so yeah, there's On Fire. 2 in a row. Gotta go for 5. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to overpower that a little bit more. We have to go 103 minimum. We gotta go 103 minimum. Yeah, so basically we have the Legend Career Mode starting up this week. I'll have some time to do some more recordings over the week, Friday and over the weekend. So hopefully should get a little bit of a backlog going there. But yeah, so I am definitely open to suggestions as well. I say it in the video. But if there's stuff that you do like about it, don't like about it, like I want it to be shaped by you all. The other thing to go with that, not really related, but just thinking about it. If you are watching the vertical stream and enjoying, we do have horizontal options if that is more your speed. We're streaming on Twitch and we have a horizontal stream on YouTube as well. Just want to put that out there for those interested in a horizontal stream experience. That was just something that had come to mind. Wanted to throw that out there for anybody. And that ball is really below the feet, huh? Ball is really below the feet. Okay, that's 3 eagles. That's 3 of 5. The rough. I think that's how you pronounce it. Thank you for the follow. Alright, 3 out of 5. We gotta do it 2 more times. No, surely we won't choke it, right? Surely not. Alright, we got fancy shoes, but I want to see... Oh, those are our first Puma shoes. And we get the 200 VC for that. Oh, 15 shoes, neato. Okay. So I guess whatever we just completed with that gave us these 10 gers with knockdowns, 10 gers with pitches, 10 gers with splashes, and 10 furs with power drive, which right now we don't have power drive. So I definitely need to get power drive going, which means we're gonna have to play the powerhouse. That's kind of the balance that I don't have down yet, is currently we have our sculptor main character. I need to work on getting the others to 85, which I guess is really only a little bit of playing and is mostly just a VC spend to get over the hump. So we've got almost 8K. Got almost 8K, so like we should be able to take some stuff up. I think we're gonna go with Power Drive, and I gotta get Greenskeeper. I just don't know exactly how far into everything we can level stuff up. Hey, what up, Tanker? How long did it take to get used to the swing in PGA? The swing in this game... I think it took us... Let me see how long. Because I feel like it clicked right at the end of... Let's see. We played the first look for 12 hours. Probably that 12 to 15 hours. I kind of started to find some success with it. The one thing I will say is I did not really level stuff when we played the demo, and so I made things a bit harder for myself. So realistically, it probably took a little bit less time than that. I was just stubborn and was playing on like super low forgiveness, so I wasn't really scoring well and like forced myself to take a while to get into the swing exactly. But it definitely, I mean, it took me a few hours for sure. But I would say the biggest thing is if you can create like an environment that allows for repetition, right? So an environment that is consistent. You treat it with the same approach, same setup, like physical setup and everything, and then you just work on finding the swing feel. You know, play with the fade, play with the draw, see which is comfortable. Left thumb, right thumb. Whatever you can make the most consistent, repeatable swing. Like that's gonna be the biggest thing. This was not great. We did not get the overpower, and I don't have the power drive, so on the final attempt, this as we go for 5 in a row, this might not be so great for us. Also, I heard a YouTube sub. Hold on, Jordan Davis. As an Eagles fan, I want to believe that's who it is. But Jordan Davis, thank you very much for the YouTube sub. Yep, we're gonna have to do it again because I didn't get the 103. That's pain. That's pain. We have to hold this. We have to hold this shot. Too far to the side. Ah, man, that's pain. Actually, hold on. If we don't finish the hole, does that not break the streak? Does that not break the streak? We might not be dead. We might not be dead. Take me the first PGA game that I played. The swing mechanics were different in 2K21, but I would say to get my swing, it probably took me about 100 hours or so. If I had to dig back into 5 years ago, back into 2020, 4.5 years ago, whatever. I think it was somewhere in the like 100 or so hour ballpark. What's going on, Bubs? World's most boring sport, but hey, everyone has something they enjoy. Exactly. I mean, it's not boring to everybody, right? I guess that's the thing. Much like anything in life, things are very, very subjective. All right. Five? Five eagles in a row? Or is it gonna count the last one as a miss because I teed off? Nope. So you just have to, if you, that's the nice thing with this. If you don't get it, just reset. If you don't get it, just reset. What's going on, Static? How are you doing? Sounds like real golf, okie doke. Imagine a simulation game that takes time to get good at? Wow. How many upgrades to Club till Sapphire? So Emerald and then Sapphire is all that's available in this season. So it's just the 2 upgrade levels fiddled. Alright, so there is really heating up part 2 completed. We get a fancy driver cap. And we get some fittings. But more importantly, we unlock the next challenge sequence. And that's more so what I'm after. So now, that's milestone, next challenge sequence. So now we've got really heating up part 3. 10 furs or gurs with a draw, 10 gurs or furs with a fade, which we have shot shaping, so we're going to be able to get the draws and fades pretty easily, pretty naturally. 5 par saves, 5 sand saves, and 10 up and downs. I don't think that's really anything to grind. I think we'll just naturally, especially playing on legend difficulty, come across that stuff. The only thing that I don't knock down is very situational. We might have to go out of our way for that, but I'm not going to go out of my way for that until we get power drive and start knocking on those. And then we just got to make some more cuts to get to warming up part 3. Cool beans. Crushing it when you had it on the easiest difficulty because you didn't know there was a separate difficulty outside of the one you set before entering a tournament. When you switched the game difficulty to pro, you went from -30 to 68 over. Yeah, the swing bias. The swing bias is definitely an adjustment, Tanker. If you're shooting 30 under, though, with everything turned off, that means that you at least had a decent understanding of like what should happen with the shot, right? Reading the putts and all of that. Now your input actually matters, and so it's kind of working the skill part, yeah, the physical dexterity input skill back. All right, should we play? I'm trying to think. It's 8:45. Play around with this, so we could play this tournament and then 2 rounds. Let's play the daily. Let's play the ranked daily and see if the ranked tour daily loads fine. Then we'll play round 1 of the weekly. If not, then we just chalk it up as a little bit of a loss here. At some point, we're gonna have to hunker down and pay our upgrades and stuff for our other characters. But I'm not going to do that at the moment. Yeah, it looks like the servers are still slow. But we're gonna give it a go. Can we not see how we finished last week? I was 3rd. I didn't get a payout. Is it delayed? It could just be delayed. Because... oh, we didn't qualify for the the players, because we haven't been playing, so we're going to have to play the alternate, which is hilariously enough also at TPC Sawgrass. They're letting everybody play Sawgrass, but I think that's still pretty funny. So yeah, if that's in 6 days, that just means it hasn't finalized yet. Hey, what's a pro and every ball was in the rough and you couldn't hit a chip or recovery shot? Yeah, and the thing is, like, the chip shots and stuff, like, they roll out a lot, right? So, like, all of a sudden, if you're, you know, now where you miss matters, right? Like, now you're in, oh, I'm short-sighted, like, I need to hit a flop out of here, I need the super flop to make it stop. Yeah, but that's got a specific swing to it. Ended up not finishing a few holes, yeah, taking some maxes on it. Yeah, so the swing is one piece of it, and then the other piece is the you know, situational knowledge, right? To, you know, what shot do I take? How do I get out of here? How do I best tackle things? How does the elevation and wind play? Oh, we are... Was this a mistake? Was ranked tours a mistake? I feel like ranked is probably more responsive than ranked tours, if I had to guess, right? Ranked is probably more responsive than ranked tours because I think ranked uses some peer-to-peer connection stuff. I think it uses some peer-to-peer connection stuff, but ranked tours is fully server. When your tee shot is in Narnia in the woods, it's not really gonna matter. So what, I guess, Tanker, what setup did you go with? Oh, there we go. Like, are you natural draw, natural fade? Are you swinging too straight? Are you overcorrected? Because I would change. I would mess with different shot types. I would also mess with like just like wrist positions and stuff. Like, how do you physically grip the controller? Because if you can find something that's comfortable to you, that maybe shifts your swing line a little bit, and then you just kind of find the feel on your thumb. Like, you know, for me, I have this feel of more left to right. Like, there's, you know, I feel like I'm pulling more back left on it, but a little bit straighter on the follow through. Even though it's still up to the right, it feels straight. Yeah, you just have to find what that number is, or like what that feel is that works for you. I'm gonna draw this with the wind. Ooh. Ooh, it's coming back. Wind didn't knock it down as much, I think probably because I was drawing it with the wind. Stay up, stay up. Oh. There was a little bit in the middle there where I thought it was actually going to be online. And then it just turned on me. Shoot to the right on the backswing and then straight on contact. Like, that's your swing feel, or that's your actual output? So you tend to pull every shot. And on pro, you have the swing bias on, or do you have it with the swing bias off for your swing? Like, the game wants you to just input a straight line. I ask because the difficulty of the game really comes from... Oh no, I closed the face. Or a lot of difficulty comes from the angled swing, but that's also the online. The game wants a straight line input? Okay. Yeah, so that's one thing, is that the online modes and such have the diagonal swing. This is gonna be so bad. Actually not bad at all. How in the world did I manage that recovery? That's a complete opposite direction thing. But yeah, I guess just something to keep in mind, Tanker. Like if you plan to play any of the stuff online, like ranked and pro, it's gonna have the diagonal swing, so it's gonna have the swing bias on and the swing context. Now, if you're just planning on playing, you know, for fun on your own, then don't worry about it. But just something I want you to be aware of in case you, I don't want you to get caught out by it of like, I've been playing this way the whole time. Oh, I left the face open this time? I was trying to play the backstop and now I'm gonna kick through to the bunker. Gosh darn it. Just gonna play it out to the pick. No, I haven't seen Drew Finn. Actually, the only Drew that I've seen is Drew Sims from my career mode. And yes, before you try and double down on it, I know what you're trying to say. I'm just not 13. Turn that on and get used to it. Yeah, like if you plan to go to the... Yeah, online uses pro. The online stuff uses default, or rather societies can customize their own things, but ranked tours and ranked use the default difficulty. So those are gonna have, yeah, whatever rank or whatever pro has is going to be turned on. Yeah, so the angled swing and all that stuff. Oh, I overcorrected that to the push. Nice. We are not playing well right now. We are not playing well right now. I'm just missing about everything here. Not bad. I would have been very keen to find out how that would have gone if we didn't underswing it. But we'll finally get on the scorecard with a birdie. Jeez. This is way downhill, but way into wind. Play a 3-wood stinger? Is that gonna be too much? I guess it's time to test it. It's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. I dig it. I dig it. Alright, let's take a look here. So we've got about 10 miles an hour in the face-ish up the hill. This is playing about 158. 168. Yeah, I think this 8-iron... Supposing that everything is fine with it, I think is going to be good. I'm going to aim a little more to the right because we are drawing it. It's up the hill, but I feel like I've left these out to the left too much before. Alright. The hill kind of made the wind play a little bit less. So unfortunately, I am now playing it from above the hole. Gotta start it outside and still miss it low, of course. Of course. I feel like that's the right line, you just need more pace on it. That's what it's gonna boil down to, is like we've already missed a pair of putts early here in the first 5 holes. I'm actually gonna, I feel like if I lay it back, I don't know, from over here, do we want to try and partial? Just take the 3 wood. Gonna give us just a little bit fuller of a shot in here. That's gonna be too short, but I think if we take 50-degree wedge, slightly downhill, it's fading towards that, just go like here, balls below the feet. Something like this. There it is, quad perfects, looks like it's going right at it. That's a fairly firm bounce. That is a fairly firm bounce. Yeah, what's going on, Pseudo? Little proximity? Not just proximity, but proximity that we can capitalize on. That's the important part. Proximity that we can capitalize on. Now we are into a headwind, and so I don't quite know. Stinger is probably even into a headwind. I don't actually know if the Stinger is the right call. Like, I don't know if there's a tipping point in which the Stinger finally becomes the better option. Because sure, it cuts the wind, but how much does it chase? Like, I haven't tested out. I'm sure in a lot of situations it is better. I think actually, like, looking at this, right? If this is like a 12-mile-an-hour wind, and this plays out to like 87, I probably don't even need to do anything. It's gonna go behind the hole and spin back. I'm not even gonna. Ball's gonna go left, wind's gonna hold it right. It's actually coming back even more right. But that should have natural. Yeah. So I just didn't play it left enough. That's still... Man. Oh, I just wish I knew how to putt. Finish round 1 of your society tournament. Shot even par on the front 9, but 3 under the back 9. Very pleased. Get in there, Richard. What difficulty settings do you guys have on your society? You said pro? Or am I misremembering that? But it just goes to show, like, on these sorts of things, like, as the conditions get a little bit tougher and the courses get a little bit tougher, even if you're striking well, like, a lot of it boils down to reads. To reads and putts. And when I say reads, I mean just, like, wind, elevation, side hill lies, and, you know, the things I continue to struggle with are side winds. Oh man, that almost slipped out on me. But side winds, side hill lies, and putt reads, like, those things continue to be a problem for me. I think I need to punch this 8-iron through quite a bit. It's got a little bit of draw, and then the wind, and it's downhill. I'm gonna play it out to the right, but a push open swing, that is double crossing in the worst possible way. Really enjoy listening to the stream. I appreciate that, man. I really do. You know, I say it probably quite a lot, but it's very easy very easy to get down on oneself and like, I don't know. You have a certain perception of yourself. You know, I watch a lot of my stuff back. I find some of it funny, you know. Some of it good, but you never know how other people see it, so it always feels good to hear that people are actually enjoying it. We're gonna have to lay this back. You know, I try and go out here and play my best and also have good conversation, right? Like I think it's a combination of the two. And I think there's a little bit in me that is trying to not rewrite history, but kind of change the channel in a good way of like, you know, I always feel like the channel is at its best when I'm able to just be in like constant conversation mode, sprinkled with a little bit of commentary on gameplay. And I know it gets a bit tough when we get later into the game cycle and a lot of the game is focused around competitive modes, and in competitive modes people tend to get quiet. You know, people, yeah, you get quiet and want to just like sit back and enjoy and maybe not distract the streamer, but like, you know, if I could have it where people are constantly talking, like that would be fantastic. Obviously people can also lurk, like that's, I don't want people to get it twisted and be like, this guy doesn't want people to lurk, he just wants them all to talk. It's like, no, but I also just, it's nice when not everybody is lurking. Oh, I pushed it. We're gonna be way too far to the right. We're probably up in this rough. Look at this nerd. Oh wait, that's me. My experience watching videos back. Yeah, there's some stuff where like, I'll even go as far, map, as I'll go as far as like actually making a short out of something, because I'm like, that's funny, and then I'll watch it back and I'm like, that's probably funny to you and like a few really golf nerdy people, but like on the whole, that's not that interesting, dude. Like there is definitely a decent amount of that I've had. Tell you to stay even keel helps you play a lot better than getting all mad when you make a poor shot. Gather yourself and try them. Yeah, and like, I think there's definitely something to be said about that sort of mindset, and also just like trying to learn, right? Like, okay, you messed up, but when you take all the other variables out, like, how was the shot? You know, did you have it aimed in the right place? Too pacey down the hill? That was the right read. You know, and don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna act like I don't get frustrated. I'm not quite at that point with this game yet. There will become a point where my level of expectation soars a bit, but we're not quite there, you know, so we will get to that point, but for the time being, I am fairly even keeled. I really thought the wind was going to knock that down more. Here it's very interesting on the whole. Yes, indeed. Oh, come on, man. I mean, we're making some scores and we're saving pars, but like, gotta be scoring more than this. Gotta be scoring more than this. I don't think I want to drive it. This is a bold 3-wood, I feel like, but I feel like there's enough room to sit down and then have a better approach angle. Only plat win was when you stayed calm and didn't let a bogey get to you. All the tournaments you lost your mind at least once. Well, that's the thing. Like, I think there will be a point. There will be a point in this game cycle where I'm just... my expectations are much loftier than my play. The game is still new enough. I feel like I'm still in learning mode, which should always be in learning mode. But I definitely do get to a point where I start to feel like, yeah, I should be making that, or more realistically, like I should be making everything. I pushed that. I guess that was the miss. Always stings. Always stings. Especially because, like, we're not playing particularly poorly. We're missing a few stuff. I just can't make putts. Missing a few approach shots. I think the hardest part for me is with the partial shots, not knowing my exact distance that I'm partialing. I think that's where I'm lacking the most there. Because, like, with always taking 100% shots, close contact gonna get us in trouble there. With always taking 100% shots, there's no questions on what distance I'm hitting. Like this, I'm hitting 133. If it comes out clean, I'm gonna take a club up. It's 150 on 100% lie. We've got like an okay-ish lie. Gotta hope that it kind of goes. What's going on, Swift? How do you judge pace? A little bit of experience. Oh, that's open climb. It's gonna be short. Dang. Little bit on experience. I would say when you get up to like the fast greens, right? The faster the green, the more power you need up a hill and the less power you need down a hill. Downhill needs more adjustment than uphill. Normally. General rule of thumb is like if it's like a moderate-ish green speed, like say in the 130s, 1 inch down, or 1 foot less power for every inch downhill. As it gets faster, that starts to go up kind of 1.5 to 2 times on like the really fast stuff. These boxes are a little bit over a meter. So you just kind of have to learn. I mean, now it depends on if you have the greenskeeper skill on and how small your stuff is. Whatever it is, go to the practice putting, turn on aim marker, right? Get the aim marker on so you get the number, and then scroll from box to box and see how far that is, and just learn kind of what your checkpoints are for grid lines, and then you'll kind of start to get a feel for like in between, and then you can work it that way. So you'll know that like, oh, this for instance is like, say this is 3 inch, say this is like 1.5 feet, and this is 5 feet. Maybe this is 8.5 to 9, like something like that. Like you'll just kind of learn where some of those are, and you can make those adjustments. I'm gonna chip this. We're gonna hit it. It's an uphill lie up the hill. I think if we go somewhere like here and kind of check it into the top of the slope. I just don't know. I'm still learning with those ones that we check into the slope, how far down the slope I can check. But so something like this Swift, right? This is 3 inches down. It does go a little bit uphill behind before it goes back downhill again. So with it being 3 inches down and a little bit uphill, I'm probably gonna hit it somewhere like around here. It's 157. I'm actually gonna take a little bit more off of it because I don't want to lose this one. And then from there, obviously, you're making your putt read. It's gonna drift a little bit out to the right-hand side, and then as it slows, I think it's gonna have a bigger kick at the end. And there you go. There you go. How's my game not crashing, Graves? I'm on PlayStation. I don't know if that's why I haven't had crashes. The servers have been a bit slower. All right, we're gonna play a little cut here. Play a little cut here, try and find the fairway. I don't know if we're gonna be able to go after the green in 2. I really don't think we are. But I wanted to give ourselves as much of a chance as we can. Yeah, 310 yards, so like even if I took off the deck, we're not getting there. So let's see. Do you go over here? Or do we land it even shorter? What's our... That's like 165. If we get it up here, that's a wedge. That's so slopey though. That just feels like bait. Just feels like bait. So we're gonna lay out to the fairway. We're going driver iron. On Xbox is horrible at the moment, Lilo. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I know some people have had issues. I personally with PlayStation, the only thing I'm getting now since the last patch is stuttering. That wasn't there before, and I think that's from them trying to fix the screen tearing. I'm gonna put some backspin on. A little bit of loft. I don't want to do too much, but I need this 8-iron to sit because it's gonna go left, and then the wind's gonna bring it right. I under adjusted last time, so let's go just let's go a little bit more left because it's gonna go more right, but I hit it open. Apparently the wind did not play as strong as I thought. Different systems are trying to play, nothing's happening, just crashing for all of us. Yeah, the thing is today the servers have been funky. Now I don't know if that's causing crashes as well or if just the disconnects. But yeah, there have been server issues today. And there hasn't been any word on it, and I haven't seen... Dang. Didn't quite break around. I haven't seen anything on their website, which is kind of hilarious. Like when you go to the PGA website and they have all systems operational and everything is green. Like, come on now. No, we're not dumb. Some things should be yellow. Some things should be yellow. Just career mode, you get errors all the time. Yeah, that's probably due to the game like having to reach out. Having to reach out a bit for what's it called? Like to the servers for the courses. I would imagine that's where that issue is stemming from. But yeah, certainly is not ideal. Did I get it far enough left? This was a very aggressive line, but I wanted to get it far enough left that maybe it would kick left and use the backstop here. Keep the ball somewhere close to the hole. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. The thing is, I realistically would have liked to have taken a draw. Would have realistically liked to take a draw into that hole, but I would have had to play more of a draw than I normally play, and I don't like that swing feel. Alright. 18th hole. You know what, we're hitting uphill, so I'm just gonna take the 3-wood here. Find the fairway if you didn't leave the face wide open. Good job. Good job, you dingus. Because that's now uphill. I need this to not be a flyer, or we are... I think the ball's buried enough. I think the ball's buried enough. The ball is buried so much, it came out 95 yards. Cat took a running jump at the TV to chase a butterfly on Stardew? What an idiot. This is the daily, Lucas. This is the daily, and it is not going so great. Leave this short and let it run. Oh, I flew it too far. Yeah, it was too good of a lie. It was too good of a lie. Ah, pseudo. That's not good, man. What's going on, Ben? What's going on? I know, I deserve it. I deserve it. That was bad. We were just missing too much, both on the sticks and then on the greens. Just couldn't quite get anything going. But I think that's part of the fun of this game, right? Is that like when you're on, you can shoot really well, but if you're just a little bit off, like you can very quickly just have like an okay round. And I think that variance to me adds to the enjoyment with the game. I know for some people they're not going to enjoy that, but I think the variance is a nice thing. It snowballs for you, Richard. That's up here for the most part. Just changed from Technician to Magician. No idea the gameplay was so different with each archetype. Love how the ball flies and lands with a Magician. I mean, once you have fully leveled up characters, they will play much more similar. But yeah, at the start, there is a big difference for sure. So the weeklies, Swift, are 4 rounds. The dailies are 1. Want to do some pro or pro-am to get some confidence back? I don't know. How is the online experience, Lucas? How is the matchmaking? We can try and run. I'm gonna have to do the rank. I don't have to do it today. At some point, we're gonna have to play the weekly. Maybe we'll try and run that tomorrow. But yeah, Lucas, if you want to run a couple of ranked, dumb it down to pro, play some ranked duos. I'm game. Doing daily ranked pro? Nah, I'm not gonna enter all of that. I'm not gonna be one of those people that plays the same course 3 different times on different difficulties. But if you want to play some ranked duos, I'd be down with that. I think while this loads, that's probably the perfect time to run our break because the ad's coming up here. So go to the bathroom, refill your beverage of choice, grab a snack, do what you got to do. I appreciate you all being here. If you have not already followed, like, sub to the stream, it does a large amount for me, and I don't mean like monetary paid sub. I mean if you're watching on YouTube, the free and easy click the button sub if you feel so compelled. But yeah, I appreciate y'all being here. We're gonna take like a 3-minute break, and hopefully this will be loaded. Get in there, Swift. Thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciate it. All right, see you in 3, and then we'll play some ranked, and we'll take it from there. Ads. The servers are still mush? Yeah, apparently. If I click advance from here, is that gonna mess anything up? Is that gonna mess anything up? No. Is it the next screen that I have to wait on it to load? Is that what it is? Is it just like the next screen I have to wait for it to load? I don't know with the servers being funky, like I don't wanna... Took like 15 to 20 minutes. Oh, that's painful. Brutal, Stevie? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I knew it was gonna take a few minutes. I guess I didn't realize that it was gonna take that long. Love to do a match with me, Lilo. Pretty good, usually 13 to 17 under on Ranked Master Daily, though you'd be nervous during the first shots. Yeah, I mean, at some point, maybe I would put it on and do like one of the dailies with stream. I mean, I guess that's if people would want to do something like that, and if that would be interesting to watch. Definitely couldn't do turn order on though, just because that would take way too long. That would take the entire stream. Everyone's experience might be different. I hope my experience is better different. Words on stream, I don't even have words on stream set up. I'm trying to think of alternatives. We could run marbles. Run some marbles in the meantime. That would be like the only sort of thing. Although I don't have, I'd have to do something on the vertical stream. And also the YouTube. How does that work? Does anybody know? Can you run Twitch and YouTube on like an integrated marbles? Now I'm just theory crafting. This isn't even like something we would do. Marbles on stream. Can you sync it with YouTube and Twitch? I would think, I don't know, it might just be a Twitch chat thing. Run simulated races and add visitors' name to the game manually. So if you had, you'd have to like manually do like a YouTube side. It's just a Twitch. I'm surprised. It's in the future plans, no ETA though, and that was in April of 2021. We're hoping a soft launch or rework for seasons 56. We have background tests and hopefully we'll start seeing platform expansion around season 57 or 58. Stay tuned. And that was from October of last year. It took them 3 years and they still don't have it. Man, YouTube just getting the short end of the stick. YouTube just getting the absolute short end of the stick. That's most unfortunate. All right, well, how about we do that? How about we do that? I'm trying to think like what's the best way for me to keep an eye on this? Do I just put it as like a smaller overlap? Or do we just check after every race? I guess we could just check after every race. Let's see about this. I haven't run marbles in ages. Marbles update queued, of course. I swear marbles has an update just all the freaking time, man. It's all the time. Like it's unreal. It is unreal how much it has an update. I just hope it doesn't cause, because I haven't tested marbles with all the multi-streaming stuff. Last launched December 21st, 2020. I can't believe it's been that long. Oh, alert. Hold on. You've lost connection. Apparently it's a sign. Apparently it's a sign that we should not run marbles. And that the game is just gonna air out on us. Nice. Nice. That's why I'm paranoid about trying to play any sort of ranked. Because I don't trust that this isn't going to happen. Yeah, Scarlet. That's kind of what I'm thinking just happened. That's kind of what I'm thinking just happened. Ranked tours would be fine since just start where we were. Yeah, but this was... The thing is, RJ, this was the end of the 18th on the daily. So, like, we're just in tried to load mode. There is no, like, where we were to go back to. It's like, did it submit the score? Otherwise, did we just waste 50 VC and a bunch of time? I mean, I suppose we worked on some quests there just a little bit. Put me on the last hole? Cool. So that would give me, instead of a bogey, they would give me a double bogey if it put me on the last hole, because instead of putting you back to like the start of your previous putt, they like put you next to the hole when you hole it. And then you have to take another stroke. Did they throttle back the server to save money now that they got us all playing for 2 weeks? No, you know what I don't know is if it has something to do with WWE 2K25. Because that went into the early access went on Friday? Right? Did 2K25 like the early access Friday? Like, I don't know how they have their server stuff set up. I don't know if there's some sort of overlap. Let me see. Whatever point the server died. Well, the servers have just been crap today. It's one of those things, like, we finished the round, so I don't know if it would deem it just to like put us at the end of the 18th, or if it'll just be like you finished but it won't have like, I don't know if it'll be bugged out or how it's gonna work. But yeah, I think that 2K WWE 2K25 early released on Friday. It looks like their latest patch was yesterday. The hard part is just knowing, like, is there overlap on the way that they have their servers set up? Also, the crazy part is, like, WWE games they've got a pretty substantial following. Because, like, PGA Tour 2K has 73.4 thousand followers. WWE has 1 million. Now, I know that it's been around for a lot longer, but still. That to me is pretty crazy. So, like, I'm actually gonna take a look at Steam charts. Let me see real quick. Is PGA Tour 2K25 being fully tracked on this? It's not. Okay, I need like SteamDB then. I think SteamDB is a little bit more up-to-date charts. PGA Tour 2K25. So PGA is down to like 6,400 players on Steam. What is WWE? Currently in advanced access, so it doesn't. But what about 2K24? Like, I'm just trying to get comp numbers about like when the game launches. I mean, when WWE launches, they don't have as many players, but if they have shared server stuff, like, that's where I get concerned. I really don't know how they have their servers set. Not like I really would. I think the thing that concerns me the most is it popped up and said that my network connection was lost, and so now I'm scared, like, can I restart the game? Hey Hajava, welcome back. How are you doing today? If we restart our game, because what I don't know is right now, like, is this going to make it through? Is this going to make it through at any point because it had the connection lost thing? Anonymous is down the servers too? Finished it for you? Okay. Okay. I'm trusting you guys. I'm not gonna sit here and just let it I mean, worst case scenario, we lose 50 VC and our score doesn't get tracked. It wasn't that good of a round anyway, so it's not the end of the world. Just an unfortunate experience because it's been like this for everybody, like all day long. You know? Like that's crap because you have people that clearly want to play your game and it's just a horrible experience. All right, so this is the same thing that would happen on 2K23 when you would load back into stuff with a game disconnect. It would like show you all of your whatever edition you bought, like additional stuff loading in. MLB can't come soon enough, Lucas. See, if I wasn't as big into the golf stuff, like I would probably try. Maybe that's like a next year game. If there's enough interest amongst the community, maybe we try and get into MLB as well, like to kind of split some time with golf and MLB kind of on the down year. But like I don't know if that interest is there. I know there are people that play it, but I don't know how interesting it would be to watch me play it. It would probably be more enjoyable for me as someone new to the series. I've never played, but keep getting error codes, Jacob. Yeah, it's everybody, man. It's everybody. It sucks. It sucks. It's just full on right now. 2K servers, and I can only speculate that. I don't know. I don't even know what to think at this point because their website says that everything's good, which is clearly not the case. So now we know that we can't trust it because it's been this way all day. So it's not like, oh, there's a delay in an update. Like, for all we know, it's just coded to show green circles and is not actually hooked up to anything. What's going on, Blue Waffles? Rank Tour up. That's what we're trying to. We played through the Daily Master. Not well, but we played through it. I'm trying to sync into Rank Tours to even get my score on the leaderboard. Only fun for a few weeks until everyone's Diamond Dynasty are all 99s. Slow Creep is back. We're gonna put a few 99s. Yeah, I mean Diamond Dynasty is what kind of like FIFA Ultimate Team, similar type deal, right? So I don't know, like as a new player, like I'm just theory crafting if I were to play it. Like I know the Diamond Dynasty is probably like the mode to play, like the most viewed because it's got the packs and all the challenges and different things. I know Road to the Show is a thing. Like, is that? I don't know. I guess like where as somebody who hasn't played a baseball game since like 2006, like do you just would that like single player career mode type thing be the most enjoyable? But yeah, I don't know. Hey, something's loading. I don't know if 2K. It says in progress through 1. Do we get a redo? I have no idea what's gonna be happening here, to be honest. The best Ultimate Team mode, no contracts, almost every car is accessible in some way without spending money. People figure out a way to cheese Road to the Show every year. Right, but those are probably people that have a bunch of experience, right, Swift? Like, my whole thought process behind it is I'm coming in completely fresh to it. I like have watched very little content of the game series. I don't really know much other than like the names of some of these modes. Just trying to figure out like if I were to play it, maybe not this year, but let's say 26, decide it's the down year on golf. Yeah, maybe we're gonna try and run that as well. Just kind of trying to feel out like what sort of things there would be. Diamond Dynasty way more fun than Road to the Show. Road to the Show is more relaxed and non-competitive. Road to the Show guys on your Diamond Dynasty team. A lot of the PvE, see, and that's the thing. I think I'm more of a PvE guy, generally speaking. I know golf is a little bit different, but golf is like a PvEVP, right? Like, you're playing the course while also playing people. It's not just like, it's not necessarily a mind game between the two. I mean, if you play ranked, the PvP aspect becomes a bit more prevalent than just like your score on a leaderboard. But I'm more of a PvE guy generally. I mean, if you look at any of the stuff that we've done, you know, golf challenge runs, and then, you know, in our past, you know, I'm historically like a Dark Souls challenge run kind of guy, and that's all PvE, like through and through. What's going on, Scotty? Just do Diamond Dynasty and don't look back. Plenty of online and offline content that's unique and different. Because is Diamond Dynasty the one that has like the different challenges, right? Like where you try and get certain hits with certain players for their card and that sort of stuff, right? Yeah, I don't know what the balance is, because like I'm definitely down for the challenge of things, right? Learning how to play the swings and do different stuff. I don't know how repetitive that gets to watch though, the grind for cards. Because like I also like look at it from that lens of like I'd be splitting my time, I'd want to be having fun with it, but it also has to be fun like from the viewership side, right? Like right now it's how interesting do people find me talking about stuff, because right now we're just staring at a screen that's infinitely trying to load. Yeah, but you got to take that into the gameplay. Golf, I at least have some skill to offer, right? What may get made, you know, there's that balance between, okay, he seems to be pretty good at the game, and informational or conversational, what have you. Like that's the blend that I present. Now we go to baseball, the skill goes, so gotta find the entertainment in the conversation and the content a little bit more. And so that's kind of the overall struggle with it. Challenges, moments from the real season, online ranked, plenty of offline modes. I think the online ranked is where I would probably not spend a lot of time. So if you can go kind of a full offline, and then if anything, like I would have then Road to the Show as like an off-stream thing if the baseball content was something that people sought. Because I have to, obviously, I only have so much time. I spend a lot of my free time streaming. So, you know, it's great that I get all these lofty ideas of, oh, I'd love to do this content for YouTube and whatever. Like that's more time that I have to spend and potentially edit and do all the YouTube things with thumbnails and stuff. So I gotta keep myself in check with that. Are you in a situation, have you win the game or get X hits or strike out X? Yeah, like I think I would probably enjoy grinding those challenges. If the gameplay feels fun, then those challenges, you know, if I feel like I can get to that point, like would be probably enjoyable for me. It's like how enjoyable are they from the viewership perspective? Is the golf just shot tonight? Is the golf just shot tonight? Because we were fine on career mode. Is anybody able to play like anything right now? Because we might just have to take the 50 VC hit. We might just have to. You can play career. We might just have to take the VC hit here. because I don't have the time. Maybe after stream. And finally, I don't know if that just loaded in the background. I just want to see what happened. Do we have to replay 18? Down Detector has a huge spike for 2K25 starting at 9 grams. It's been bad all day. Where did it... What hole was this? This isn't 1, but this isn't 18 either. How much of this are we replaying? Also, is there like a hack to go back to the main? Like, that just must have been the craziest of timing. You just got into the Daily Master on Xbox Duck. Scarlet's been waiting for it to load for 10 minutes. Lilo can play career, trying ranked. PGA Tour 2K25 down Detector. 2K down, question mark? The crazy part is, yeah, I'm wondering like if this is a 2K wide thing. There are no comments, which doesn't help. Is there anything on Twitter? I doubt it. They don't post anything. But Twitter has also been having its issues today. Like, I don't know if there's something targeted at Take-Two. What I don't know, I'm not seeing anything. Can I just like search for 2K servers on Twitter? 2K game servers are apparently down for multiple players right now. Are you one of them? Question mark. 2K down, WWE, 2K25P. I think that's someone just trying to figure out, but I'm trying to find if it's more than just PGA. But people earlier today were commenting about fix your servers to WWE, so feels like it's an overall thing. I mean, who knows if they've got 2K, like if they've got PGA and WWE on the same ones or not. This is a bit ridiculous, and I don't blame people for having left. This is absurd. All right, take it easy, Swift. Thank you for hanging out. Unfortunately, not the best content tonight, so I apologize. I know it's not my fault, but it still sucks. Still sucks. Yeah, I mean, I don't even remember what hole this was. All I know is we sailed the chip too long. It's probably not even worth it, right? Like, I could try and play career mode. I guess that's like our last resort here, right? Take the L. Maybe I'll try and boot it up in the morning before the... No, but it doesn't matter. We're in the middle of a round, so... I don't know. I guess we just take the 50 VCL. Thing that sucks is I doubt 2K is gonna compensate. But this is where like a good company would pay out its prime currency as a compensation to all players, even if you didn't play. Just for the issues, not even for Not even for like the tournaments that you entered, which is like its own thing. But they would just give everybody some sort of currency. But they won't do it. They won't do it. Alright, 300 XP does absolutely nothing for me. That's the funny thing about this game, though, with the way the VC is structured. XP is pointless. Anywho, that's a different conversation entirely. Alright, draw fades, furs, gurs, whatever. We hit a lot of normal shots, but we'll get these eventually. Sixers loss. Seamount's still holding out? Yep. Yeah, he's still holding out. I think he was out of town then last weekend, so he didn't stream. I don't know if he's coming back to streaming. He's just going to stream other stuff. I would hate for him to hold out on streaming entirely over it. Alright. Marigo Cove for the 100th time. Let's see if we can at least play our career mode. His society is still up and running, roll in hand. I don't know if I'm surprised by that or not. There's part of me that is a little bit surprised, but on the other hand, I get it. Alright. Put it back to our normal career mode settings here. Back to our normal career mode settings. Let's see how our swing is after literally just staring at that screen for like 20 minutes. Pretty good. Pretty good. If you're gonna boycott, close down your society too. Yeah, that's why it's like, on the one hand, I think he's got some faith that the developers are going to make a change. You know, and so in that regard, you know, you hold out so that your society has health to it. But yeah, no, I think if from the other lens, right? Like if you are truly trying to boycott, then you would get rid of it. I don't know. I can see both sides of it. Because at the end of the day, as a content creator, like, you don't want to gimp yourself entirely. Ooh, what a putt. Up to 90 completed quests, not too many left. Get the 5 albatrosses, will take a while. You have 2 albatrosses already? We have 1 hole in 1, 0 albies. But to be fair, we also spend most of our time playing Master and Legend, so it don't necessarily have the easiest of setups to get. Although I am annoyed because, wow, making 2 putts out here. I'm a little bit annoyed because we've had 2 holeouts from like a good ways out not count. Because the quest system is not good. That's just an unfortunate kick. But yeah, the quest system is not great, so I've had a couple of holeouts that haven't counted. Really. Quite tragic. Also, like, look at us just... We take a bunch of time and all of a sudden now we're getting our swing path in contact on. Now, I think if we're playing something like a TGC and our swing goes off by a good amount, I think I will probably end up actually taking the time to correct it. God, that is firm. Dang. Need to win 5 society events? Wait, that's a... Win 5 society events? What is... That's one of the official challenges? I'm gonna have to start playing some societies, I guess. 3 aces, 2 albies so far. You've played 285 rounds. Yeah, that's significantly more than me. Let's just take a look. I have 77 rounds. I have 1 ace in 77 rounds. Why is... What? So even my stats are bugged. Cool. Even my stats are bugged because... I have an ace. But you know what? I guess I'm not surprised by that not showing up because the quest didn't trigger. So it's probably not even that the quest didn't trigger, it's that that didn't trigger and thereby the quest also didn't. I would not be surprised if that's the case. Oh. I gotta stop hitting it so close to the pin because it freaking bounces so much. Come on now. Oh, it's in the really heating up part 4. Well, I'm not there yet, so I think we're on really heating up part 3. So I'm not concerned about it. I think once we get to part 3, or part 4 rather, then, because I think if I win it before then, it won't even matter, like it'll still be at 0. So, honestly, pretty useless. Is this 6-iron gonna carry too far? Maybe. Oh, nope. Some would argue not far enough. I'm not gonna be able to lateral drop. Too steep. It's out of bounds. I was hoping that maybe I could go back to like the green or something. Okay. Well, 100%. It's not... I struggle with these lies. I struggle with these lies. Yeah, because then that sends it. I don't know, man. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. I just hate that the super flop and the flop I have to swing the opposite direction, and that all the fade players get to just swing the exact same way. Hey, thank you for the follow, Vector. I'm gonna lay it up one because I think that just runs out too much. I'm actually gonna play a little bit of a fade to take some distance off. There it is. There it is. That should put us in a good spot. Played the Players Ranked Tours? I haven't, Garrett. We're technically in the alternate event because I haven't played enough Ranked Tours to be Eagle at this point. So I am well behind the 8 ball. But the way that the servers are tonight, I'm not even gonna bother trying it. We'll have to just give it a go a different night of the week. Man, that bounce is so big. That bounce is so big. Are these on very firms? What are the what's the default firmness here at Marigot? Servers back up for you back in ranked tours? I don't think it's worth it. I mean, I guess we can try it and see. Can I see course details? What's the default? Firm. It's firmer than that. I mean, we can try and load into it one more time after this, but problem is, like, we're on some random hole. Come on, keep drawing, keep drawing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, not a fan of how this round has started, especially Robert McIntyre just out here casual 7 under through 6. The AI is cracked. The AI is cracked. What's Bob doing? What's Bob doing? Yeah, our ranked tours, like, that wasn't even 18. It was trying to have us chip up onto a hole much earlier into the round, so not gonna lie, little paranoid about that. Ball's above the feet. That's still hung out there. That stinks, because, like, just a little bit to the left and that's going completely different way. Alright. I'm gonna try and chip it. I left that too short. See, because I just wanted to get it on and rolling down the hill. Man, I just can't get anything good going. I mean, that double bogey really killing us. But we've got a lot of work to do here. We've got a lot of work to do. Play it back. There we go. Problem is, we're like we've been just enough off the swing points tonight that it's making things quite tough for us. And, like, it doesn't make sense. I mean, you're not gonna sit the hybrid. So the only thing with us not taking an aggressive line here is now we're trying to take, I think, this 4-iron, take a little bit off of it, or maybe you try it now. Take a little bit off the 4-iron and aim it more to this side so you get the kick down towards the hole. It just feels like it's still gonna get way too long. I'm hoping that it takes enough. That's perfect. I say take enough out of it on the fairway to get on. I feel like if I went just with a 5, we would maybe be short. Okay, there's a birdie. That's our 500th. Play quick enough to never have to wait. I don't think tonight, Lilo. That's not anything against you. That's I don't know if I'm gonna try the ranked tours. I think I'm just gonna hop in because I'm in the middle of the round. It, like, didn't save my progress at 18, it like kicked me back to an earlier hole, so I'm gonna have to see where I'm at, and if anything, I'm gonna just try and finish that tournament. Oh no, pull closed. Not closed enough. That's lucky. That's very lucky. Turn too early. Ah, man. Man, oh man, oh man. I mean, I'm glad they're on the same side, because that could have double-crossed into the abyss. We are struggling out here to nail our shots every time. Golf a lot in real life, Jim? I try to, but realistically, no. I did get out to the range today, though. First rain session of the year. Feels good, man. Really? The hybrid only gets to 203? That is most surprising. Blocked it. Blocked it. Good contact. That's unfortunate. You're still on the server struggle bus, Vandy? Your round didn't fully save? You're able to verify that much? Yeah, mine loaded into the round and showed me an uphill chip that I had from like way early. So I'm not even sure I'm gonna try and load into it, like, if I'm being completely honest. Okay, open face. I think there's a lot of mental fear going after that pin. My stutters? Got kicked out of hole 18 and rebooted. Took you back to hole 2, Mikey. I don't think it took us that far back, but yeah, it's definitely far enough back that I just think I'm gonna call it a wash. I think I'm just gonna call it a wash. I didn't play well, so I don't think I really care. Close contact by a bunch. But it doesn't matter, because apparently it breaks left to right. We'll take that. Tried to fix the round you had and it went worse. Yeah, Mike, I think it's just, I think I'm just gonna chalk it up as a 50 VC loss and save myself the time. I don't think it's worth it. Not been on a golf course in a year, too much money, like $100 for 9 holes with your dad. Yeah, that's a lot. Fortunately, where I live now, golf is quite a bit cheaper. Still expensive. Still expensive, but definitely a bit cheaper than Northern Virginia was. I knew that I hit the power a little bit too much on that. Yeah, these have been taking some pretty big kicks. Says firm. Feels like very firm, though. Trying to play controller. Really, Mikey? Can't get the diagonal swing down on mouse? I know it's different for everybody. I know some people find it very easy. Have like the visual reference points and stuff with your character and the wind gauge and all of that. Trying Daily Pro. Right now, you've got quite the patience there, Lilu. I'm realizing now I've been saying Lilo, it's Lilu. So I apologize for having gotten it wrong so much. You got quite the amount of patience there. Dealing with these servers. Alright, perfects across the board. Does the wind do enough? No. No, it doesn't. Man. Alright, we're making a run at Bob. Almost felt like Russell Henley there. We would have put the eagle on it. Ooh. Slide the mouse against something for a perfect line? I mean, technically, but with the diagonal swing, you can't do that. Because the diagonal swing is technically not a straight line from point to point. It's a little more out to in. I guess maybe if you have a high enough correction stat, it becomes a true straight line. So sure, for like putting, I guess. Alright, tiny input here, but we're gonna try and hit it, bound it down, little push. I think you need tailwind. Honestly, I think you need tailwind here to be able to reach the green into. A little bit of headwind just isn't gonna cut it. Downhill, into wind. I don't really care about the wind part. It's more the downhill lie. And just try and run the pitch. It's a little bit right. But really good touch on it. I am a fan. I am a fan of the touch. We go 5 birdies in a row, so we struggled early. But we're closing the gap on the leader here. From the tee, you think it's straight? Now, if you measure any of these, like if you took a line, it's not truly straight, but if you get the correction enough, I think it is straight enough to be able to hit corners. I think if you have a high enough correction stat, then it becomes more feasible. I'm gonna try and play this hybrid. I know I can't take the 4-iron, so I'm trying to like slow this shot down enough that it just kind of cuts to the hole for us. I left the open club face. Is it still gonna be too deep? Like, I don't know how soft I can get the hybrid to sit, having played some spin and loft. Honestly, decently well. Needed a little bit more, but I would say that's decently well. I underswung it. You can't underswing those because you're trying to sink them from the high side. May need controller lessons from me. I can try and give you like some thoughts, like some things to think about, but yeah, at the end of the day, you're the guy holding the controller, so gotta experiment with some different things. Try draw, try fade. You know, be consistent in your setup like real golf. Find where you can be the most consistent, and then, you know, try and replicate feel that generates the real. That's really what it boils down to, in my opinion. That is traveling just a little bit too far left. It's gonna be puttable. What's going on, Switch Mongo? Ball physics is broken in this game? Explain. That sucks. That's just not the read. Just read it low. It's perfect inputs. What's going on for Jacko? Does the blue prediction line take into account ball position, above, below feet, and wind? It depends on what difficulty settings you have on. So I'm not going to be able to configure them in here because... Oh, no, I am because I'm on... This is career mode. So if you have wind turned on, the wind meter will go away. It'll be calculated in. If you have the lie penalty on, that'll be baked in. So, like, the blue line itself, if you have everything off, but you have the trajectory line on, the only thing that'll be taken into consideration is realistically elevation, because it's going to show you the flight path. And so if you can kind of zoom around to see how the ball is coming in, you can kind of see where it comes short or long on elevation changes. But otherwise, it's the ProVision stuff that calculates that stuff for you. And the trajectory line just kind of shows you, like, your shot shape more than anything. Hey, what's going on, Private? Welcome back. I think we have to... I think this is one where we take the attack angle, right? I think this is one where we take the attack angle, lay it back, add fittings to driver. Do you just add 5 power fittings? I have not actually added any fittings to anything. I only have fittings on my putter at the moment, which is the limited edition putter from beating Tiger in the career mode. But I will be putting power fittings on my driver. The goal is to get it to as high of power as possible. So I have 81 power. I'm gonna put, I think it's, what, +4 is the highest? So I'm gonna get it to 97 power. The goal was to put 3+6 fittings on, but they nerfed it. So I was gonna have 99, I'm gonna have to settle at 97. Jacko, thank you very much for the follow. Also, we were able to come back, beat Robert McIntyre after that double bogey in the beginning, so still get the dub. That birdie at the end is significant. Well, so Fiddled, they used to be +6. So when the game came out, the fittings were +2 for Core, +4 for Emerald, and +6 for Sapphire. I didn't put any fittings on. They nerfed the fittings, so now they're +2, +3, +4. So I had put my stuff in a way where I was like, okay, I'm going to put 3+6s on when I get to that point, and that's going to put me at 99 power on my driver. Maybe put 99 power on my 3-wood. Yeah, if I liked the distance of it, and then I was going to roll it from there. They nerfed it down to +4, which I actually think is a good change. I think +6 was out of hand, especially this early on, because they were talking about increasing that down the road. So I'm gonna put 4+4 power on to get to 97 power on my driver, and then I'll put +4 into something else, probably contact or swing path. Probably swing path, because I think swing path is my weakest of those two. But I'll have to double check that, because we have a decent base with the sculptor. But swing path is the one that gets gimped the most, and then on irons and wedges I'm gonna put pretty heavy into the contact and swing path. So that's the one thing right now that we're like playing behind at, is like just not having fittings. This game is so much easier than 2K23 Longing for the Woods. In some ways, yes. In other ways, no. I feel like if you were very good at tempo, then 2K23 was good, but I feel like, or like was fairly easy. But it also depends on like what difficulty you play on. I feel like 2K23 you couldn't really play on Legend, or in my opinion, it wasn't a good experience. I feel like you can play this on Legend, and the misses are are punishing. It's easy to get out of the diagonal swings. Obviously, the like rhythm doesn't. It's not as hard as the tempo. Like it's pretty minuscule, but hitting the points, like it's very easy to get out. I think in this game it's harder when you're short-sighted. Only play ranked, so see HB error code in career mode. No. Yeah, I mean the the forgiveness is pretty kind. Like the stream, appreciate that, Jib. And private, thank you guys. But yeah, pro is pretty forgiving on the misses, and like it's if you can hit your points pretty well, it's not too bad. But like the thing about this is like having, if you're a fade bias right now, it's easier than if you're a draw bias, which I'm a draw bias because that's what I find easier. But having the flop be like a completely different swing that I have to execute, and the chips rolling out the way they do, I feel like in 2K23, I could get away with a lot. You know what I mean? Like if I put myself, it was just kind of throw the ball down there, I'll get out of it. I could shape a flop, I could partial flop, full spin, like get anything to bite from anywhere. I can't do that in 25. If I miss short-sighted, sure I have the super flop, or like the pick shot is easier because that stays in my normal swing, but the flop shot being like this reverse swing, like for me, is very, very difficult. And so it's no longer a gimme. So in that sense, I would say that this game is substantially harder. But that's going to be a different experience for everybody. What's going on, Raya? You won a society tournament last night and haven't gotten your VC? Anyone know how to get it? Is the society close? Like, did the tournament close out? I'm sure sometimes there's a little bit of a down period. That it takes for it to finalize the tournament and pay out. But the servers have also been having some issues today, so take that with a grain of salt. There may also be something there to do with it. Legend ranked play 1v1. You play Fade and your flop uses the same thing. Yeah, I think that's one thing that needs to change, Longing. I think they need to fix it so that, I know it's not realistic because I know technically a flop is a fade swing, but I don't think competitively it's fair that draw bias people have to play a completely flipped shot and fade bias people just get to play the same thing for everything. Is that Travis Kelce on the podium, cuz? No, that is Guy. Yeah, I know of Good Jim. I don't watch him, but yeah, I know. Close says in the Society Bank, not sure how it works, you're new. So it depends on, I mean, I guess if you had a buy-in to the tournament, then there should be a payout, but if there's no buy-in to the tournament, the money in the bank doesn't mean anything. So, a little bit funky with that. Alright guys, the game's being a bit funky tonight, so I think it's probably a sign to call it a little bit early here. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you did enjoy the stream and have not already, follow the Twitch, sub to the YouTube, like the stream. It is just a great way to help me out. It goes a long, long way. And again, I thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. We'll be back 3 more nights this week. We stream Monday through Thursday, 7:30 Eastern. YouTube goes live a few minutes later. But yeah, I'm just going to call it there. We're not going to raid out because the game's just being funky. So have a wonderful night, everybody. And I will see you all later.